Colleen M. Michalowski. Nicole T. Miller. David T. Mintz.
Oh, shit! I didn't see you there.
Here we are at Gloucester, ready to go out on our whale watch on Captain Bill's Whale Watches and Deep Sea Fishing. Okay, we are heading out now. Look here at some of the fisheries and some of the fishing boats.
It has helped support the oldest continuous art colony here in the United States. Just along our left side here, you see a large red building, the Gloucester Sea Jacket Marine Paint Factory, where it was. The current one is located back behind, it's not in sight right now. This was the original factory. It manufactured copper-based paints that were used for the hulls of ships to prevent organisms from attaching and slowing down the boat and destroying them. The logo for Gorton's of Gloucester. It was erected in 1923 as a memorial to all the fishermen who had lost their lives during fishing voyages between 1623 and 1923. We ask that no one run on board and that you keep your feet on the deck at all times. Please do not stand on any of the benches or the seats. And also be sure not to throw anything overboard.
This is the lighthouse as we leave Boston Harbor, or Gloucester Harbor. Yep.
Beautiful.
I got it.
Flukes on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being all white and 5 being all black. This is the first aspect we look at to narrow down the individual, because every humpback whale is born with a unique black and white pattern. Just like a fingerprint, the patterns on the flukes allow us to identify them as
Yep. Got that one.
Just make sure you're going to have to raise it up.
There it is. I got it.
You sure?
Yeah, I can see it.
Good. I thought maybe her hair was in your way.
No.
It's going to reach again. Oh, look at that. And then went around the whole table.
You better up, not leading again.
Okay.
Wheel Billy up again now. It's actually a familiar whale to me also. It's a whale named Fracture. If you get a good look at the flukes, you'll see on the right side of this type 2, there's a small black line that's bent. It looks like a compound fracture.
Hey Michelle, toss me your camera.
notice that the genitalia is kept internally. You can't really tell. Kept on the underside of the tail, what we call a genital slit, only comes out when it has to. Another trumpet from the fracture there. There's only one very small difference between males and females. Ooh, there's another breacher right up ahead of us, straight up at left 12 o'clock. We're going to move up and get a look at that one and leave fracture alone for a while. The only difference between males and females is that females have a small bump behind the genitals.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's Tuesday and early in the morning, and we're at Plymouth Rock. It's only about a third the size of the original rock because people literally took a piece of the rock with them when they went west as sort of a good luck charm.
Okay, this is the portico that houses Plymouth Rock.
It was built in 1920 on the 300th anniversary. It was dedicated by Calvin Coolidge.
The second thing that the Pilgrims sought when they came to this country was a supply of fresh water. And this little stream flows down the hill into the ocean just about 200 feet from Plymouth Rock. We're walking up the hill now towards a grist mill.
And they have no fear. Aren't they something? There are quite a few more swimming upstream behind the foliage that you can't see.
Okay, we have walked up the stream and now we're at the mill. This is an operating grist mill that was built on that little freshwater stream and it's still operating today. Very, very nice mill. As we said, the Pilgrims needed three things when they came to this country. They needed a large rock so they could get out of their boats without getting their clothes wet in the cold fall. They needed a supply of fresh water, and they needed a natural harbor for protection. You see the natural shoals out there that come across and form an outlet here to the ocean so that they have protection from the winter storms coming in off the Atlantic. And now we have the Mayflower. And of course, when they seen all these other white boats here, they knew it had to be a good harbor. This is the Mayflower.
But I would advise you only the first 2 simple weeks of the voyage. But after that...
Did any of the passengers have to push it around work? Or did you do all of the...
If I tell this man right here to go right now, leave his family in a raging storm, and untie the cover plate, and do it now. Yeah, you want all kinds of silly information. I ain't got time. We're sailing like a drunken Dutchman in the ocean. Leave your family and do it, man. What do you mean you don't know? You catch my drift? I've got to teach this blockhead all the maneuver. I ain't got time to do that. So you see? See?
Here we are leaving the Santa Maria, or the Mayflower. I'll get the names right. Aft end of the ship.
Flag, well, we've got a flag of the red, white, and blue. That way. And you can know who else has the flag the same color as the red, white, and blue? No, don't be silly.
We are here at low tide.
He took it to Hyannisport. He put it on the barge out here in town, crew went out to the Atlantic Ocean, and Nantucket Sound about the Hyannisport. Well, in the 1900s, they weren't grinding anymore, you know, technology was caught up to it, and it was sitting rotting over there. In 1982, the Grove family from Eastham owned the mill at that time, said to the town of Orleans, would you like your mill back? The town said, yes, but we're not gonna raise taxes to bring it back. The Historical Society said, hold it, we'll take it. We'll raise the money through fundraising, philanthropic, and so on. They still take donations today to keep it up, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, careful. Yeah, you know, yeah. So the land's assessed for $2 million.
Wow. This little plot right here?
2 acres, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
2
you
acres?
can, yeah, well, you can see, you know, a hotel person, countries from Hyannisport, on the flatbed.
This one's gonna do it. 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 Whoa! too soon. That one broke a little too soon. This is the Old North Bridge just outside of Concord. It was here on April 19th that the militia resisted the British. The British did cross the bridge, marched into Concord, and burned some of the houses where they had assumed some of the ammunitions were stored. Very small stream for them to ford. View from the bridge to follow. How do you get it to not stand by? Still recording. How do I get it to stop?
Push the red button.
This is a view from the top of the bridge, looking south. Very small creek. Wouldn't want to cover it, though, in woolen coats with 100 pounds of pack. Just hold it out now. Take the length of it. You've kept it in very good condition.
It's only reproduction.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Does it fire?
Oh, sure. It's a reproduction Charleville made in Japan.
Yep, right.
You can see when you try to get your head down in the leash, you can't get that down really to aim.
Yeah.
You're trying to nestle your cheek in, and your cheek is banging up against it.
Yeah, yeah. You really need to be down like that.
So you really just kind of load, just bring it down and level it and fire. That's the whole idea, is to get a volume of lead out in front of you.
Of course, the
Cover that up. My 18th century and 20th century artifact.
They were by prescription only.
It's funny, somebody's supposed to, oh, take with food.
And people, these things went into people
Yes,
that were hurt.
yes. It tended to be much more heel shape. It's kind of pretty destructive. It's a heavy mass and fairly slow, so a lot of momentum tended to.
How were those shot? I mean,
Well, I was going to go through
you can show
the. I just wanted to show you what the business part of the musket. The cartridge itself should be pre-measured. That metal ball is at the bottom. And this is all powder in a paper cartridge. So if I am at the shoulder and I'll get a little bit back from you because I'm going to tend to be. Oh, you don't have to. Command would be prime and load. Down to just reach into the cartridge box and pull out one of the cartridges. And bite off the top of the cartridge, open the pan, and pour some powder in the pan. Shut the pan, which keeps the powder secure. Bring the musket down, put the cartridge and the ball in the valve, and draw the rim right. Just slam the cartridge down, and return the rim right.
and you're doing all that with these 400 guys with guns pointed at you.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I see.
And then the command is make ready. Take aim. Fire. With the command fire, pull the trigger. Flint comes forward and strikes the hammer and scrapes some of the metal in the form of a spark or sparks, which drop into the pan and ignites the powder that we first placed in the pan. And there's a hole in the barrel at the bottom of the pan. The fire goes through that hole and it explodes the powder that's here and drives the ball out the barrel. And boom, that's where you get it. Now, if that hole gets clogged and you're not able to get the transfer of powder, when you pull the trigger, the only thing that happens is you get a little puff of smoke, and that's called a flash in the pan. Or as someone said to me today, deadpan. I hadn't heard that expression before. We'll always learn something new up here. And the musket.
Which would be the average salary. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is get off on this side. also known as the locks and canals. Those locks and canals had water rights 1793. They still own the canal. They still have water rights, which means that when they want to drop the water level, as they did this week, they did it. And all the people who have their nice little marinas upstream, who have their, 30... They use them during the summer, during the spring. Because this is the only canal that at one time was a transportation canal. One of the things I find interesting, rates of toll is for manure per boatload. It's like the fifth highest, the fourth highest fee. Well, I would assume that the boatkeepers, the gatekeepers either didn't like manure coming through their lock chamber, or it was a very valuable resource at the time. I'm not sure which. I would call Jones Fabrics, which is not a cotton mill, did not use water power, and really isn't part of our story. Except if you're interested in what the backing of car seats comes from. Then it comes from here.
Backing of car seats.